Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited that you all are joining me and watching this video so that you can budget along and hopefully get a few different tips, or hopefully you'll probably decorate your own budget journal. So I am so excited about my new journal. I did share this on a previous video, my previous cash stuffing video, but I got this journal from Staples, and I just thought it was so cute and so pretty. I just wanted to kind of liven up my budget journal and make it look really cute. So I just decorated this with some washi tape and the same thing here to separate the different sections. And I just got some post-it notes and I just made it into like a little flag. So I just really like how it looks. I am so excited about this. But what I like to do is I make a budget for the month, which you saw in my last video. And then I also like to make a separate like breakdown for each pay. And that just kind of keeps me in check because, like I mentioned, I get paid by monthly and my husband, he gets paid by weekly. And I get some commissions and, you know, bonuses and things like that in my job, and my husband works overtime, so our pay fluctuates. But it's kind of nice when I separate my budget by the week or by the time we receive our pay. So on this, I'm just gonna leave this blank. That way you guys can fill in, you know, your number here, and then maybe write down, you know, whatever bills that you have that are like the fixed expenses. So these are what I would say my fixed expenses. They never change every month, they're the same. So these are ones that are due for this upcoming pay or this upcoming week. And I just marked it down, everything that is due for the upcoming pay. And then also this is the sinking funds section, so I hope that you guys can see that. And this is funds that you will set aside for an emergency or for like grooming, so hair care, anything that you really want. So that's why I put personal, any car maintenance, anything that you're like saving up for and you don't want to keep in the bank. It's kind of nice to have it set aside. But we do have a savings account, so there's some things that's not included here that is in my savings account, but this is just kind of a guide for me for this week. Keep in mind, the goal is to have a zero-based budget. That's always your goal. You want every dollar to be in one of these categories, one of these bills. All right? So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started just marking off what is in each of these categories. All right. My giving for this pay, we have decided to give 100. I think that that's the same as what was last time, but yeah. So that's the giving. Mortgage. This is a portion. So I'm just separating this aside. Our security system, this is half of the security payment. So I always think that, or I always feel that it's easier to separate by 2 paychecks. So some of these bills are half. If you need clarification, just leave it in the comments and I'd be more than happy to explain that better to you guys. Okay. Grove subscription, $10. And all right, guys, this is actually my total bill of my water for the month. So it was a little bit more than what I expected. But these bills are, I mean, they change all the time. So that's why you budget. Okay. 113.81. 108. $17. There was a credit card bill that I completely forgot about, but luckily I had excess funds available, so it didn't like short me. And let me total this up. All right, this is the total. Okay, so that is my total for like the fixed expenses. Hopefully you could see that. Sorry if you can't. All right, and then this is the items that I had withdrawn, and I'm gonna put into my envelopes in my safe, so do not worry about that. All right, so I'm just gonna separate this. Pet, I'm gonna put $5. We have 2 dogs, and I like to have this set aside for buying them food. I have little dogs, so it's a Chihuahua and I have a Yorkie. I love them to death. Oh my God. And then we are trying to like set some money aside, like some extra money aside for getting a new car, because we do have 2 leases. So we are not, we're not happy about it, but you know, you live and you learn, and we kind of have to pay the consequences for that. $155 is the total. These are the items, the ones that I starred. So this whole area, this is what I had withdrew from the bank account, my bank account, and then also these ones up here with the stars. So what I do is I'll total all of these items up that have the green star by it, and then I would make out a check and then separate by denomination of what I need for each category. And I did end up being at a zero-based budget, so I'm so excited about that. Hopefully my planning and all of that, it sets me up for success for next week. So that's really the gist of having a budget, is it's just use it as a guide. So the month's budget that I made up, I use that as my guide for these weekly budgets. I hope that makes sense. But now that I have these set aside, let's go into stuffing the cash envelopes. And I had mentioned this before, to get started, all you need is just a basic cash, or a basic envelope. And these are ones that I had, they're just like, I guess, thank you. I think they came in like a little set, and it was part of like thank you blank cards. And I thought that they were really cute because it was pink and like a turquoise color. And what I did, I labeled them based on these categories that I have. And this one is the one that I keep in my safe. And then I also have my giving envelope, gas for me and gas for my husband. And then also I had shared this, what I keep in my wallet at all times is my one envelope for grocery and for other. And this is broken down by week, so we are starting a new week here. And I have to stuff these. So you get to see that, and we are just gonna go on into stuffing the envelopes. So the first one is giving, and I wasn't able to go to our church this past weekend. We were visiting friends in South Carolina, but this one just has a $100 bill. And then we're going to church on Sunday, so I will give this to the church. So I'm really excited about that. I love the church that we go to. And next one is grocery and other. So I'm gonna put that in here. And so it's 75 for grocery and 25 for other. So let's see, 70. All right. And I literally, you just put it in here. How easy is that? And see, you just keep your receipts in here. I'm loving it. And now the good thing is about this is that I had leftover funds from last week. So if we wanted to do something this week, we have extra money. So for other, 25. And I usually just keep it separated like that by folding it and then putting it in the back. And I will just keep this in my wallet like so. Moving on, so my husband, he gets 50 for his gas. And I really like taking out the cash for gas. One, because there is a lot of like, I don't know if you guys have heard, but there's like these skimmer devices that are placed on like gas pumps or ATMs or things like that. So you really have to be careful when you use your card at these places. So Christmas is coming up. When I get commissions and stuff on my pay, I will always add more to this fund. But this is what I'm gonna put in here for now. And let me grab that envelope. So gifts gets 16. 5. Okay. And my pets get $5. Car fund. Sorry if you hear like some banging. My husband is, I don't know, he's doing something and it's like making a lot of noise. So I apologize for that noise. Okay, car fund. Okay. And I had mentioned this before about my husband. He got water damage on his phone, and now his phone is like, there's like a water damage on the screen, so you can kind of see like that wave on the screen. So little by little, it's not an emergency, but little by little we have to put money aside specifically for that. So that's what phone fund is for. So now what I'm gonna do is all of this gets clipped back, and I will put this in my safe. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And these I will give my husband his gas money, and then I will keep mine in my wallet. So, I mean, that's pretty much the gist of stuffing your cash envelope and using cash for these items. And I what I like to do is for the bills that come out electronically, I will just leave it in my bank account. And you can download a checkbook app, and you can like deduct the amount that you want to have set aside for that specific bill. That's what I do, because when I balance my checkbook, I always base it on what I had withdrawn and then also what I am leaving in my bank account for these bills. So I never physically withdraw all of the cash from my bank account. I always leave the funds for bills that get automatically deducted from my account. So that's it for today's cash stuffing video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you like my new layout. If you find anything that I may have missed, please let me know in the comments down below. And I am so excited that you all are watching. If you are new, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you on my next video. Bye guys!